Imagine walking through life feeling drained, constantly justifying every choice, every move, every dream. Imagine people questioning you, doubting you, and every word you speak feels like it's slipping through your fingers, wasted. But what if I told you the greatest power doesn't come from explanations, it comes from silence? From the calm, magnetic presence that commands respect without saying a word? Today, I'm going to show you why silence isn't emptiness, it's the most powerful force in your life. And once you understand this, your world will never look the same again. Do you feel it? That subtle tension every time someone asks you to explain yourself. That itch in your chest when you start justifying why you do what you do. Here's the truth most people will never tell you: every word you waste explaining yourself is power slipping through your fingers. Silence is power. And yet, we are taught from childhood that explanations earn trust, that we must justify our choices, our actions, our dreams. But every billionaire, every high achiever you admire, knows a secret your school never taught you: the moment you stop explaining, the world begins to take notice, not because you said more, but because you said nothing. Think about it. When was the last time someone truly listened to your explanation? Or worse, when was the last time your words changed anything? You pour energy into defending your actions, your dreams, your ambitions, and what do you get in return? Silence. Criticism. Or worse, judgment that stings more than any truth. And yet, in that silence lies opportunity. The kind of opportunity that separates those who play small from those who build empires. I want to tell you a story, a simple one, but one that carries a lesson most people overlook. There was a young man, fresh out of college, hungry and restless. He wanted to prove himself, to show the world he was capable, to defend every decision, every failure, every choice he made. He would talk endlessly in meetings, send long emails, justify himself to colleagues, mentors, even strangers. And yet, the results never came. Until one day, a mentor pulled him aside and said, "Stop explaining. Let your results speak. Stop giving away your power in words." At first, he didn't understand. How could silence be strength? How could saying less make him more? But slowly, he realized that the moment he stopped defending his actions, the world began to notice. People leaned in. His decisions carried weight. His presence commanded respect. The fewer words he used to justify himself, the louder his life became. Here's why this works psychologically, emotionally, and financially. Every time you explain yourself, you are signaling doubt. You are showing the world that your decisions are negotiable, that your worth is debatable, that your vision is fragile. High achievers, on the other hand, know that power is never explained. It is demonstrated. It is lived. Your subconscious understands this before your conscious mind even realizes it. The moment you stop defending, your inner confidence solidifies. And confidence, true, unshakable confidence, is magnetic. People can feel it. Your words become scarce, but your presence becomes undeniable. The rich don't explain because they don't need to. Their lives, their choices, their results, these speak louder than any justification. Now, imagine the opposite. Every time you explain yourself, your mind is distracted, scattered, fragmented. You give away energy that could be used to create, to strategize, to act. Every word of defense is a coin spent in the wrong economy, one that buys only temporary relief but never lasting respect. Silence, on the other hand, is a currency that multiplies. It makes people curious, it makes people listen, it makes them lean in. And the most powerful part? It teaches your subconscious a lesson that no book, no seminar, no motivational quote ever could: your value does not need proof. The moment you think like the rich, your world begins to shift. The moment you embrace silence, you become untouchable. Let me explain why this isn't just a strategy, it's a law. Your subconscious mind runs your life long before your conscious mind decides to act. Every thought, every doubt, every word you use to explain yourself is recorded in the deepest layers of your psyche. And here's the kicker: your income, your influence, your impact, all of it begins in that invisible layer of belief. When you stop explaining, you send a signal that your life is guided by clarity, by purpose, by unshakable intent. And guess what attracts power? clarity, and intent. Not excuses, not defenses, not justifications. I need you to picture something: a boardroom, a negotiation, a conversation that could change the course of your life. Now imagine two versions of yourself. One who is constantly explaining, nervous, defensive, scrambling for approval. And another, calm, measured, silent, letting presence carry authority. Which one gets the deal? Which one leaves the room thinking, I need this person in my life, I need to be aligned with their vision? It's not magic. It's psychology. Your silence becomes a mirror that reflects confidence and competence, a lens through which others are forced to see your power. And here's the most cinematic truth of all: silence isn't empty. It is full. Full of meaning. Full of strategy. Full of hidden force. When you stop explaining, you create space for curiosity, for fascination, for respect. You stop reacting to small minds and start projecting a life that is so commanding that explanations are unnecessary. It's almost ironic: the less you say, the more people hear. The fewer you justify, the stronger your influence becomes. Your actions, your energy, your presence, these become your argument, your proof, your victory. Money isn't earned, it's attracted to clarity and power. Every billionaire, every legend you admire, understands this. They don't spend hours explaining their choices, their investments, their moves. They act. They show. And in their silence, they create a gravitational force that draws opportunities, wealth, and influence effortlessly. Their lives are a testament to the law that you are about to embrace: stop explaining, start commanding. Stop justifying, start attracting. Stop defending, start dominating your reality. Your subconscious decides your income long before your effort does. Your presence, your energy, your ability to exist without apology or justification, this is the foundation of influence, of wealth, of extraordinary life. Stop giving away your power in words. Stop answering questions that don't matter. Stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand. Instead, focus on actions. Focus on clarity. Focus on creating a life so undeniable, so magnetic, that silence itself becomes your loudest statement. And here's the truth that will change everything: when you embrace this mindset, when you stop explaining, the world doesn't get less of you, it gets more. It gets the real you, unfiltered, unapologetic, unstoppable. That quiet strength, that calm confidence, is the secret weapon of every high achiever, every billionaire, every legend in history. And now, it can be yours. Now, I want you to imagine a life where every moment of silence is deliberate, intentional, powerful. Not forced, not awkward, but magnetic. Imagine walking into any room and feeling eyes subtly shift toward you, not because you demanded attention, but because your energy whispers, I am in control. I do not need approval. This is the transformation most people never experience. Most people are trapped in the endless loop of defending, explaining, proving. But the moment you break free, the world bends to your presence. Because here's the deeper truth: explaining yourself is a form of surrender. Every time you justify, you are subconsciously asking for permission. You are telling the world that your vision needs validation, that your life needs confirmation. But the powerful, the rich, the extraordinary, they understand that validation is a lie. Approval is optional. And freedom, real freedom, comes when you release the chains of explanation. That's why silence feels uncomfortable at first. Your mind has been trained to fear judgment, to crave understanding, to obsess over being right. But fear is temporary. Power is permanent. And when you choose silence, you are planting the seeds of a life that cannot be shaken by opinion, by criticism, by doubt. Think about it: every decision you've ever made that changed your life began with an inner conviction, not an explanation. Every leap of faith, every risk that paid off, every step into the unknown, none of it came from justifying. It came from knowing, deep in your subconscious, that you are capable, that your path is clear, that your presence carries authority. Silence amplifies that knowing. It sharpens it. It transforms it into a force that people can feel, even if they cannot articulate it. Here's how this truth rewires your life. When you stop explaining, you stop reacting. You stop giving your energy to people, situations, or thoughts that do not serve your growth. You stop negotiating with small minds, toxic environments, and shallow judgments. And here's the best part: the universe responds. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open. Conversations that once felt awkward now flow effortlessly. Opportunities that seemed distant now appear with clarity. Your energy, once diluted by defensiveness, now becomes a magnet for wealth, influence, and respect. Because your subconscious is no longer asking, begging, or pleading. It is commanding. Let me tell you something about timing. Most people waste years in the pursuit of wealth, influence, and freedom, explaining every choice, defending every move, apologizing for every desire. But you, right now, have the chance to compress years of struggle into months, even weeks. By embracing silence, by trusting your own authority, by letting your life speak louder than your words, you step into a timeline where results accelerate. Where clarity becomes power. Where presence becomes your currency. And this isn't just about business, money, or influence, it's about your identity. The person who constantly explains themselves is fragmented. Their energy is scattered. Their decisions feel heavy, their confidence fragile. But the person who masters silence, they are whole. They are rooted in purpose. They are untouchable in a world desperate to be heard. They carry the calm, quiet assurance that radiates strength without a single word. I want you to feel that shift now. Close your eyes, if you can, and imagine yourself in your future life. You are not shouting. You are not defending. You are not justifying. You are simply being. Every action you take aligns with your vision. Every move you make communicates clarity. Every silent pause is a signal that you are untouchable, unstoppable, undeniable. You are no longer a prisoner of opinion or expectation. You are a magnet for power, wealth, and respect. Your life, once chaotic and reactive, is now deliberate and commanding. Here's the final layer: most people never reach this stage because they confuse silence with passivity. They fear that if they do not explain, people will misunderstand, judge, or dismiss them. But real power is not passive. It is strategic. It is intentional. It is the quiet force that moves mountains without announcing itself. The moment you embrace this, you unlock a mindset few ever achieve. You stop wasting energy on things that do not serve you, and you channel every ounce of your being into growth, creation, and mastery. Your subconscious decides your income long before your effort does. Your presence, your energy, your ability to exist without apology or justification, these are not small details. They are the foundation of influence, wealth, and legacy. The moment you stop explaining, the world stops questioning. The moment you embrace silence, the universe begins to align. Opportunities appear. People respect you. Money flows. Doors open. You are no longer negotiating with life, you are commanding it. And this is where most people falter. They hear this, they understand it intellectually, but they fail to feel it, to embody it. But you are listening. Your mind is opening. Your subconscious is absorbing every word. And right now, I want you to make a choice. A choice to stop defending, stop explaining, stop apologizing. To live your life so deliberately, so powerfully, that silence becomes your loudest statement. The world will notice. People will respect you. Opportunities will chase you. And here's the most cinematic truth of all: this isn't just about wealth or influence. This is about freedom. Freedom from judgment. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from the endless cycle of proving yourself to the wrong people. Freedom to create, to act, to dream without asking for permission. Silence is not the absence of power, it is its highest expression. So start today. Stop explaining. Trust your presence. Trust your vision. Trust your energy. Let your life speak for you. Your actions, your results, your calm confidence, these are your proof. And when you live like this, when you embody this truth, you will understand why the greatest minds, the most powerful people, the richest and most influential individuals never explain themselves. because they don't have to. Their life does it for them. Remember this: the moment you stop explaining, your power multiplies. The moment you embrace silence, your influence grows. The moment you trust your own authority, your life becomes unstoppable. And every choice, every action, every moment thereafter becomes an expression of the unstoppable, magnetic force that is you. Your life is waiting. The silence is calling. The power is yours. All you have to do is stop explaining. Now, the choice is yours. Will you keep explaining, defending, apologizing, and giving away your power, or will you embrace silence, let your actions speak, and command the respect, wealth, and freedom you deserve? Remember, the moment you stop explaining, your power multiplies. The moment you trust your presence, your life begins to attract opportunities, influence, and abundance like never before. Don't wait. Stop explaining. Start commanding. Your life, your freedom, your destiny, all of it is waiting on the other side of silence.